Excellent. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I will be with you for today's session. I'm live from Gloucester and yeah, today's been quite a full day with we've had quite some rain today, so it's been gloomy and it's looking more like winter now. So today's topic is about public transportation. And we are going to discuss which public transportation do you prefer? So which form of public transport do you prefer? And I'd like to know the reasons why and how do you use public transport as well? So let's start with Satya. Satya, can you please first introduce yourself to us and then tell us a bit about your day?
Hello, I am Satya. Uh, I would like prefer to travel from with bike. Generally, I have to use bike for uh, for enter my office. Okay.
Very good.
So bike is very suitable for me.
Okay. Why do you find that the bike is really good for you? Why is it suitable for you?
Firstly, I can save my time. Bike is if I take bus or any train or other transport, then I cannot save my time.
Okay.
But bike is the one for by which I can save my time.
Okay. And by bike, do you mean like a motorbike or is it more like a bicycle that you cycle?
Motorbike.
A motorbike. Okay, what kind of motorbike do you have?
I actually take a Uber bike.
What is it?
Not my Uber bike.
An Uber.
Not my personal bike.
Oh, it's an Uber one. Oh, I didn't know that they do that. Oh, okay, brilliant. Excellent. And can you tell me, so you use your bike for work, and on the weekend when you don't have work or when you're going out with friends, do you still use your bike or do you like to use other transport methods?
Not usually. On weekend I don't use the bike. Then I take Uber taxi or bus.
Okay. And how do you find them? What do you think about public transport in your country?
In our country, mostly people use mainly bus or private car. Maximum citizens have their personal cars.
Okay, interesting. And do you think you will ever get a personal car?
Can you repeat that question?
Do you think you will get a personal car in the future or no, you're not interested?
Obviously, I want.
Oh, yeah? Okay, why do you want a personal car?
I want to buy a BMW car.
Okay. And can you tell me, because you jumped into the question, which is great, which is fine, don't worry. It's your first time here. Can you introduce yourself to everyone? So tell us a bit about yourself and what you do and your hobbies, and then also tell us a bit about your day. So what did you do when you got up this morning and up to this point? Okay, so 2 questions. So introduction, telling us about yourself, and then about your day.
Okay.
Whenever you
actually, I am Satya. I am working at a institute. Okay. So we trained our students about NEET and JEE. NEET is a entrance exam of medical who want to be doctor in future. They have to give an entrance exam.
Excellent.
In India, that is called NEET exam. And other, if I want to take admission in IIT or any reputed engineering institute, engineering college, then I have to give JEE exam. So this is 2 particular exam we have trained our students. Okay.
Excellent.
So actually I am working here as a senior academic coordinator. Okay. So I have two
Amazing.
mentors.
Wow,
I
well
have
done. Lovely. That's a lovely position. Well done.
So I have to talk with students about their problems. If think a student who are facing the problem in his study in his study, then I have to guide them. Why? What is the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if I run an institute, then I there is many teachers in my institute, many students in my institute. Okay, so sometimes it can happen that the student cannot cope up with their teachers. Then I have to find out the problem why student cannot cope up with student teachers. His teacher is teaching very high level, which student cannot absorb properly, because our proper teacher have to understand that all students uh, have uh, have not same quality. Every student different. Okay,
Absolutely.
different quality. So teacher have to be has to understand to what is the main quality of student. So I have to talk with students what is the problem. Then I give them find out their problems and share with our teachers, so that they can guide more properly with the students.
Brilliant. Very good. Excellent. And so tell us a bit about your day today. What did you do when you woke up and how did your day carry on?
Actually, my day started with my own study. I actually preparing for our competitive exams also. I also be a aspirant, you can say. Okay, so I always start my day with my studies.
Mhm.
So 3 hours I have studied with my competitive exam preparation. Then I have to then I went to my office. Okay, even I now I'm in my office, uh, and I have to talk with my uh, juniors for how work is going on, about what is actually I have to talk with my colleague also.
Mhm.
Act- uh, Actually they all also work in my office, 6 to 7 members team. Then that's student days. Actually, we uh, in institute admission is very important. So always you have to if there is an admission, 2 to 3 admission daily, then it will be joyful for us. So student there is no admission, there is no admission, so not so good day for us.
Okay. Very good. Well done. Well done. Excellent. Thank you very much, Satya.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Okay, so next we'll go to Arush. Hi, Arush.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Arush. So can you please introduce yourself to everyone and tell us a bit about your day?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Arush Kumar. I study in class 5F. My school name is Delhi Public School, Megacity, Kolkata. And my favorite hobbies are playing, singing, and dancing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Arush, can you tell us what did you do with your day today?
Today, first I woke up in the morning.
Wait,
I woke up at
Arush, we can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please speak properly?
Yes, ma'am. Now can you hear me?
Yes, much better.
Yes. So today, first I woke up in the morning at 5 o'clock today. After that, I went to school. Then I got ready for my school. After that, I went to school at 7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And today we had Durga Puja celebration in our school. After that, I came back and I joined 6:30 something to online classes. Then I'm joining a classroom.
Excellent. Okay, so So Arush, can you tell us a bit about your public transport in your country? So which form of public transport do you usually use? Do you prefer to use
Actually,
actually?
I use
And why?
taxi. Actually,
Mhm,
popularly.
mhm. Okay, so you like that form of public transport. You like taxis more. Yes?
And then, yes, ma'am. So in public taxis, so in India there are actually two types of taxis.
Mm-hmm.
So one is the taxi, and the other one is just a normal taxi.
Mm-hmm.
So I use the AC taxi mostly.
Okay. And why? Why do you like the easy taxi more?
Because we get AC easily.
What is it? What is it?
And like plane is also good, better than taxi because plane can
Mm-hmm.
take us where.
Mm-hmm.
Internal flights are the best way to travel long distances without getting too tired.
Okay. Good, good,
Actually,
excellent.
preferably, I mostly I use planes and because taxi reaches us the airport. After from the airport we go from the plane to other airport wherever we want to land. From there, then we
Mm-hmm.
take taxi. So these two are important.
So you like planes and this type of taxi. You like those two
Yes.
most. Okay. And
Yes,
which
ma'am.
one do you use?
Sometimes, sometimes in India it happens like AC taxis are not available, so we need to take the normal taxi
Mhm.
because actually that is very very available. Like the
So you
yellow
mean
taxis,
the yellow taxis are much more available?
yes, than the AC ones.
I see. Okay. And when do you use the easy taxi most?
Especially for stations and airports.
So when you're going to the train station
Yes, or the airport,
or the airport?
or
Okay.
just go to mall or for movie. But
Okay.
like especially, uh, I have a private car, but we use that one. Actually, father uses only for offices,
Okay.
and uh, only on Saturday Sunday that car is free. When
Mm-hmm.
it's free, so we go and do
Okay.
some. We watch movie or we go to and buy something. So on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the normal weekend, the 5 days. So these days, like actually, we need to use only AC taxis. We use AC taxis for airport or stations.
Okay. So you use this taxi mostly to get to the airport or stations or sometimes to go to the mall.
Yes,
But why do you
if
prefer it?
my dad is not available or if he has any important
Exactly.
work, that's we needed to go out.
Okay. But why do you prefer it the most? Out of all the methods of public transport, why do you prefer easy taxi the most? What's the reason you
AC
like it most?
taxi because that looks a bit comfortable than the yellow taxis because the yellow taxis we need to go without AC. First thing, second thing, it pollutes a lot in India.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow taxis pollute too much.
Okay,
That's why AC taxis is more better.
I see.
Actually, in India, there are three type of taxis. First, I told AC taxi. Other one is no refusal taxi, and the third one is the normal yellow taxi. So the refusal one is rarely in India.
Okay. And can you tell me, how do you feel public transport is in India? Do you think it's really good? Do you think it
It's
needs
very
to
very good,
improve?
especially for those who don't have any private bike or car or
Mm-hmm.
bus. Because I have seen on YouTube a lot of people have gone crazy and buying 2 or 3 buses of 15 or 16 lakhs. I saw on YouTube, and then I was thinking that why are these people buying buses instead of car and bike. Then I researched on Google a bit, then I found that buses have more seats than car. Because buses have 42 seats or 43 seats. Actually, buses is also better, but buses only for like in India, the buses go from station to station only in India. If you come to India, you can experience. If you come to India, so first I will recommend you should visit Uttar Pradesh. There, the seven wonders of the world. One of them is the Taj Mahal, which is in India. I have not seen in real life actually, but I am thinking that I will go in my Durga Puri vacations, which is starting from tomorrow. My
Okay.
mother have planned to go.
So what are you using tomorrow? What form of transport are you going to use tomorrow?
Not tomorrow, ma'am. Just we have planned only. We are not going. Tomorrow I'm thinking I will go to mall. To the mall or any some places like if you need to go to the airport or to the station to take someone like my grandfather today he is coming from Jharkhand to back to Kolkata. So my uncle has went to pick him up. So for that we can use private,
Okay.
not taxis. So if you are going, if you are self going to the station, then you need taxi because you can't drive your car and leave it at the station for I don't know 1 or 2 months. Because one of I have seen on YouTube that lot of like one person did like this. He just went to the airport and left his car for there for 5 or 6 months. After that, he came back. Then he lost his car keys first. The second reason was the
Okay.
car was lost. The car was stolen only because the car can't stay for 5 or 6 months at the airport only.
Oh dear. Okay. Well,
Like
thank you
this,
very
so
much.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Arush, for that story as well. Well done. Next, we'll go to Sangram. I believe we've lost a student. I think he had some problems with the connection. So
Yes, ma'am.
let's carry on with Sangram. Sangram, can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about your day?
Okay, myself, Sangram, living in Mumbai, and I'm from Orissa, basically from Orissa, and currently working as an HR recruiter. Completed my graduation in BSc IT and post graduation in MCA.
Very good.
So the day was normal for me as usual,
Go to
just a
work, come back.
normal day. Yes, the same.
Excellent, very good. So, Sangram, can you tell me which form of public transport do you prefer and
Bus
why?
or train, bus or train.
The bus or train and why?
Yes,
Why?
easy, convenient, travel fast.
Mhm. Okay, because they travel, the train travels
Like
faster.
for myself, where I go to job or work, for that's like you can travel to train because no pain is required for that.
Mhm.
So it's easy for me, like convenient. Like bus and train is convenient for me.
Okay.
Not any private vehicle.
And do you think you'll want, do you have a private car?
No, no
No.
vehicles.
Would you like to have a private car?
No,
Why not?
no vehicle. No. Just a bad incident happened with me. That's why I'm not allowed.
Oh, you're not allowed. Okay. Okay.
When I
And
was a small kid, once when I was like 4, 5 years, 5 or 6 years yet.
I see.
So that's why
I see.
I'm not allowed.
Okay. And
Not even my parents have vehicles.
I
They also
see.
don't go because I would start then.
So you use public transport. You use the trains and the buses, and
Yes,
you love it.
on bus. And that's it. Yes,
Okay.
not an issue.
Very good. Excellent. And do you feel that India's public transport is good, or do you think it's not good? How do you feel about
No,
public
public
transport?
transport provided by government are good only. many people, like mostly in India, many people travel to bus,
Hmm.
trains only because many can't afford planes and to go from one state to another state. They can travel to train also,
Okay. So if
and also money saving is done. Like flight tickets are higher than train, so money also you can save for future purpose or anything for yourself.
excellent, very good, very good. And can you tell me, where do you usually go by bus, and where do you usually go by train? Like, what are your
To my
main destinations?
college or
Hmm.
office,
Okay,
college and office.
okay. And that's do you go by bus or train to both these places? You can
Uh,
choose.
yes, I can go by bus also or by train also.
Amazing, good. And what about the price, the fees that you pay for a train and the bus? The reason I
It's
ask is over here.
the reason is like by train if you go at 50 and the bus you go is 40 per day.
So roughly how much is
So
that?
it's not a different. Only 10 rupees difference from train and bus.
So is it relatively cheap?
Yes, for me it's very cheap.
Okay, well, very good. The reason I
And
ask,
I keep like I take the pass like for 1 month, 2 months. Like we have pass for 1 to 6 months. So I usually take 1 month pass so I get discount.
wow,
So
very
no tension.
good. That's very good. The reason I ask this is because in England, the buses are they're pretty they're pretty cheap. It could run a bit expensive, but it's not terrible. However, our trains, and if you, I don't know, follow the news over here as well, for whatever reason. Right now they're on strike. The trains are very
Yes,
expensive.
expensive.
They are very, very expensive. And I mean, you might as well book a flight and go on holiday somewhere sometimes. It's cheaper than getting the train. Um, so
Yes, yes.
that's the reason I asked, because when you said you can take the train or the bus, I wondered, is there much of a difference? Oh, brilliant. Excellent. Oh, I wish it was the same over here. Thank you, Sangram.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so my next question, I was hoping that the other student would turn up. It would be nice to have another fresh face in the class, but that's fine. My next question is, if you had to change something in the transport system, what would you change and how? How would you do it? So I'll start off with Satya. Satya, can you answer this question for us?
I, according to my opinion, in India, the traffic jam is very in our country. Traffic jam is very much problematic. Okay, so we have to reduce the use of our public transport. Okay,
Okay.
sometimes we don't need to all use the transport. We sometimes we have to walk also.
Okay. So
Okay,
how would you go about this change? How would you get people to do this?
the people nowadays people are very much
Mm-hmm.
busy. Okay, that's why they are taking the public transport so that they can reduce their time.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is to reduce that to use that their time, they are dependent on public transport. Okay, but in old days we have to use the our walk also.
I find this
I
very fascinating, because you have a problem with people using public transport. We have a problem with people not using public transport and using their own cars. So we still end up in the same situation. We've got loads of traffic jams and you've got loads of traffic jams. So, so I find it very fascinating, that we both end up with the same result. Okay, so get people to walk more. And so I mean, how can you convince people to do that when everyone is so busy? Do you,
Yes, I can understand their problem, but the problem is the transport. Uh, that number of transport is increasing.
Mhm.
At the same time, the pollution is increasing.
That's
So we have to just in our country, the chief minister of Delhi,
Mhm.
New Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, he introduced a policy some days ago. Uh, but some number of cars can
Mhm.
attend in one day.
Okay.
The number is limited.
I
So they can actually in Delhi the pollution is very much high. That's why to reduce the pollution they introduce this policy. So we have to introduce some policy that we can reduce the public transport.
Very good. Thank you very much, Satya.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Arush, same question for you. If you could change anything in the public transport in India, what would you change and why and how?
And what, can you repeat the
If
question?
you could change anything in public transport in India, what would you change and why and how?
Yes, ma'am. So, what did you said?
What would you change in India, in India's public transport?
I will change like the cars because it taxis because the I will if I would control the India, so first thing I would do
Yes.
the first thing I will do that is like I will remove all the yellow taxis and do the refusal taxis and the AC taxis. These two taxis are like the refusal one is rarely we get
Mhm.
and the AC one we get normally.
Okay.
And then after that, like then I will change the in public transport I will do some AC buses because in India very less AC buses are available
Okay.
and electric buses we get rarely and and like with the buses because
Mhm.
the electric buses we get rarely and the AC buses also.
Mhm.
These two buses I will only put and I will remove the normal ones. So the normal ones are like like in the normal ones if you see, so sometimes the normal ones get too much filled up and there's no space. Like in the normal buses in India, they have maximum 50 seats, and in when the bus is filled with 50 seats, but still in India, the people will go in that same bus,
Okay.
and so that's why I will remove those buses, and those buses have less seats also, and so I will do this much editing in
Okay.
transportation.
Thank you very much. Okay. Last question to Sangram. Sangram, if you could change anything in
Yes,
India's
ma'am.
public transport, what would it be and why?
Bikes and cars,
Okay. And
mostly
why?
because of accident and pollution.
Okay. Very good. And how would you go about changing it? How would you convince people?
Put a ban on them
Okay. Okay.
for
Thank
limited use.
unlimited use. Okay.
Like in Delhi, 2 hours only. Whole 24-hour use a vehicle only for 2 hours, not more than that.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, guys. So today we've discussed your favorite public transport, your favorite mode of public transport, and we discussed the reason why and where you go. And we discussed if you'd be interested in getting your own personal vehicle, if not, and we discussed the situation in your country and how you think public transport is, and then we went on to, and if you could change anything, what would it be and why? So thank you guys for joining. It's been a pleasure. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good evening. Bye.